Okay, this is incredible cinematic work. I really like what they're doing here. Today we're analyzing the cinematic language of Genshin Impact, Clash of Frost and Flame. If you enjoy our time together, watch my entire cinematic journey through Genshin Impact. Alright, here we go, guys. I think we got a fight today. Genshin lore masters, join me for this one.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Okay. They've come again. I recognize these guys. We fought them before. And this is the big bad.
The Archon of Natlan.
Yep.
A force to be reckoned with.
It's pretty big. He's out and about doing stuff now, which is very exciting.
The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin.
Sound design is crazy. Did you hear that?
And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled.
Wow, she's getting right to it.
Uses the gnosis in your hands.
She's taking this incredibly seriously. I love it.
I don't know what you mean, but it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Oh, she's ready to fight.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation.
He's not phased by her
Your plan
moves.
has reached
That's
an
kind of
impasse,
scary.
And now it falls to me to create new rules
Wow.
for Natlan.
Wants
But
to take
before
over.
the dawn of a new age.
So why does he need the Gnosis for what he wants to do? Just wants to get rid of the old order? That sword is crazy.
I assume that's the end of your speech?
Fire and ice.
Good. People like us?
Great wide angle there.
Please do the talking!
That's right. Alright, let's see a fight. What a clash. Wow. This is incredible. The sound design is one of the standouts here amongst the insane shot selection. It's fluid, it's furious. I really like what they're doing here. Yeah, she's fast. She's already out of there. Look at all these abilities, man. I love to see it. The evasion. Wow, her hair changes like that? Okay, this is incredible cinematic work. Furious pace. This is pretty much the strongest people in Genshin lore, right? This has to be. Like, what's the power scaling here, guys? This is insane. Is there anyone that could take them? I love it. It's just literally like Goku versus Vegeta, the strongest right now. Awesome. Man, the camera is beautifully fluid. We're not cutting these long one-shots. Great music. Okay, the big clash. No way. Are they evenly matched? They just break both of their blades? Are they actually even? This is crazy. Oh, these guys, yeah. They can't be around that sort of power. Oh, she's tired. And he's defeated? Oh my god. Oh, she harmed him, legit. This is no joke. He's gonna retreat like a coward. Wow, she actually won that fight. I mean, unless this is another ploy right here. Crazy.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Insanity. That was crazy. Yeah. That's the sort of stuff I want to see when Genshin's got a budget of billions. Yes, yes, yes. That's the sort of stuff I want to be looking at. All right. Let's break it down. There's so much to look at here. The shots were absolutely insane. What a clash of two powers. Absolutely love to see it. If you're enjoying our time together, like I said, make sure to subscribe, hop in our Discord. If you want to choose videos for me to react to, click that join button. Let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about here. Okay. So I have a few questions about power scaling. I'm pretty familiar with Genshin lore, but I haven't played in a bit, so I'm a little bit behind. What's their level here? What's going on? The fact that she beat him seems pretty crazy. So I want to look at some of the shots. I like how she's just instantly kind of jumps into action here when he arrives. This was really awesome. Sets the mood quite well. Yeah. I also really like this sort of character intro that we have for him. Don't see his face at first. So we get the boots, we get the cape. It's beautiful, kind of, the sun is too bright.
Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with.
Really, really cool detail shots of the character. Now, Lore Masters, does the character have a face? Is it supposed to be not lit? What's going on here? Or is that like a cost?
The secret of the ley lines. There's no secret.
What I like is she's already gauged his power. No. You're not fighting this guy. He's going to one-shot you. You will die. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. As we continue on here.
Long have they been destined unfulfilled. What use is the Gnosis in your hands?
So he's really interested in the
I don't
Gnosis.
know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In
I really like
times
the
of
attitude.
crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a
Nice
new
confrontational
age,
shot here.
the old must be destroyed.
So he's really just ready. Yeah, the sound design is a big standout for me. Listen to the kind of ice and fire contrast that's happening here, and the imagery as well. We have blue versus red. It's very nicely done.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good.
This is one of the standout shots to me. It's a beautiful confrontational shot. It's a very wide angle. It's showcasing the space that they're going to be fighting in, the arena, and it's showing these awesome martial stances, very challenging stance. She's challenging with the sword forward. I love it. It's really, really kind of just getting ready for the battle.
People like us?
High energy.
Let our blades do the talking!
Yeah, it's awesome. And now this is where stuff just erupts. It's just gonna erupt into insanity right now. Look at this. Look at the movement. Look at the shot selection. I want to look at this frame by frame to show you guys sort of the intensity. Look how they have her move across the frame, right? It's showing that like almost she can't be tracked by the camera. She's so fast, which is really cool. We go to this shot where she fills out the entire frame from left to right, showing that momentum. It's a really good choice there. She smashes into the enemy. Awesome. Now this is the shot I want to see. So she breaks from this bind here with the swords, and we're in the same shot. We've not cut. And look at the camera. We're actually going to move in to the camera, towards the character, towards the subject, as she swings around, and then we finally cut for this other clash from his perspective. It's just like such a fast pace. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see this level of choreography with their budget and their resources. Yeah, go over here. Beautiful choreography. I want to look at that shot. Yeah, again, the sound design really selling that kick, which is big in an action piece. Look how he spins around. We get that detail shot of the sword. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Kind of fakes her out with this. Guards his back. He's not just doing that for cool points. He's actually guarding himself as he spins, which is very important. You will die if you spin in a fight and leave yourself open. Streaks across the camera, and then, boom, we jump back out. We pull out for the full shot. See the damage that was done. That's like a 2 seconds of action. Really, really tight. Really, really tightly done. I love it. I love you see the sort of intensity. She pulls the fireball down. Awesome. Yeah, it's just beautifully shot. And then you have the kind of flickering of the ice bursting through. I love that shot too. Showing the sort of adroitness of the character. Spinning, spinning. Very gymnastic style. And then jumping down. Awesome, 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 awesome. Landing in heroic pose. And then this is just a great effect. I mean, the hair. It just looks great how they animated this. It really looks like flames flickering. It's awesome. Great effect. Brings the sword here. I mean, this is why I love this. Is, you know, this is our second watch through, and you're picking up so much more. And like I always say with the Genshin stuff, they're really making it so It's the gift that keeps on giving. You go back and you watch these, you're gonna pick up a lot of new details that you didn't catch the first time. I mean, come on, cuts through and passes through the ice, beautifully done. What I like about it is, in a very manga sort of way, we're having these keyframes, as they call it in animation. It's gonna be these really, key poses that are animated between, if that makes sense. So you're gonna get to those key poses with the animation. Not as important for 3D, obviously, because you don't have to draw each frame, but still stands for good storyboarding, for good design. You want to have these awesome, nice poses and composition as the centerpieces. So you can see in between, there's all these really cool moments of intensity. And you can just feel the weight of the swing right there. It's really awesome. You can feel the weight of it. I really like the reaction shots too. There's some great cutaways in here. As you can see, we have her sort of preparing for the oncoming strike, looking up, and again we have these manga lines, these impact lines coming into the character. I love the guard position. Gets ready for the attack. It's very well done from a choreography standpoint. It's not just like weird, kind of big clashes. There's a martial nature to it. I love that. And I also like, speaking of reaction shots, we'll see the sort of, plebeians of the situation, the lower power level, just, they barely can survive this. It's like two, superpowers. Awesome. So Dragon Ball Z, right? I absolutely love it from the perspective, right? Notice we're behind the characters, which typically denotes it's from their perspective. As a classic over the shoulder is in film, reverse over the shoulder, boom, boom, boom. This is what they see. It's just a furious, almost untrackable thing. And look at the smoke effects. Very well done. And then we pull up the bridge, shoot into the sky. We're back into the sort of omnipotent presence of the narration of the storyboarding, which brings us back up here. And we can finally track it. We can finally see it. It's very Dragon Ball Z, right? People looking at, I can barely see them. It's awesome. Great sequence here. I also like that the difference in fighting style. Here you have the one character, she's a little bit quicker, she's a little bit more spry, and he has a little bit more of a strong base in the way he fights. Really cool fighting styles. Again, speaking of those keyframes, look at this. Just an awesome pose, right? You can see the storyboarding for that. You can see the design. I love this chasing section too. It reminds me of something like a Gundam, just like, or Dragon Ball again. Final Fantasy. Awesome sort of magic effect, chasing the enemy. I gotta get out of here. And then we go to his perspective, and you kind of let the drama unfold of that chase. You said, there's kind of mini sequences in here, which is typical for any sort of action piece, but this is very well done. And this is what I noticed, and I denoted that this was a oneer, as we call it, one shot, not cutting. Look at the intensity here. The camera's circling around. Again, it's showing the power of these characters in the fight. I absolutely love it. Great performance too from the actors, selling that. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to sell these performances. You'll see in some instances the intensity is not there. The actor is just kind of doing screams. It feels a little hollow, but you can feel the intensity here. Good direction. And I love it. You have this awesome moment where is it a stalemate? Is it a draw? She has a more, composed image here, and he looks like he's faltering a little bit. And that was really cool. She looks back and sees him. I love that even though the weapon's destroyed, they're still gonna punch each other. And it just says so much about both of the characters, their power level, and their tenacity not to quit. I love it. Again, mimicking that. There's a lot of mirroring of the shots. And just that fire and ice storm. Really, really smart to come back out to the characters over here. And I love it. Again, barely surviving it. Love it. I mean, this is a lengthy fight. Just very well done. They could have given us, quite honestly, 20 seconds of a fight. Just 20, 30 seconds, right? And they gave us this massive piece. It's very impressive. That's what I said. With their budget, there's no excuse not to do a fight like this. Give it to us. This is the powerhouses of this world, right? Again, lore masters, fill me in. But from what I understand, these are some heavy hitters in this power scaling of this universe. So if we're gonna see them just completely unleash their power, it better be epic. And then he does this kind of obscuring effect to leave. I thought it was great. There's definitely some standout shots for me. I really like when the hair lit up. That was a big surprise for me. That was a really cool moment for me, and I said, okay, not only is this fight really crazy, it's going to get serious. She ends up eating that hit with the knee, and then there's another attack coming, and she says, all right, boom, it's time to power up. That was a really standout moment for me. I said, wow, we're not only getting the sort of visual spectacle of that special effect, but it's unleashing her powers, and it's kind of showing visually the explosion of her powers coming out. So I thought it was really good. But yeah, there's so many good moments. I really like that one shot that I talked about and sang the praise of. I also really like the key, big, awesome poses and frames that we spoke of. Great composition throughout. It's trackable, it's readable, but it's also really detail oriented and full of sort of Easter eggs in the choreography that if you go back and watch it a lot, you're going to see all the kind of minutia of the fight. But the first time you watch it, it makes perfect sense, right? I wasn't confused, like, well, what's going on? And a lot of that is because of the color use. Red versus blue. So even if it's a blur, it's like, well, I know where she is and I know where he is at all times, which allowed them to kind of make it a little bit more dizzying with the intensity of the fight. So I think it's great. I give it high marks, and wow, this is fantastic. Genshin fans, let me know about the lore if I missed anything or if my power scaling is completely off here, but great stuff. Yeah, one of the best fights I've seen in Genshin. Easily one of the best fights I've seen in Genshin. Again, I'm so happy to see them flexing their budget a little bit here. Yeah, do it, man. You got fans playing 20 different games now, pulling for characters, you know. let's do it. But let me know what you guys think. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastically made, and I will let you guys know what I'm going to do next. Let me know in the comments what else I should react to from Genshin, because there's a lot of it, and make sure to sub, hop in Discord, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you.